98 cents, you know. And so some people back home found out that I was extending my stay and needed something to wear to church tomorrow and a play I'm going to tonight. And so I had to get out. And Granny sent me to a great new mall called Providence, and it's in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. But they've got Old Navy and TJ Maxx, you know, just all my favorites. And I did not $4.98 at one time. I did have to call several associates, you know, sales associates over to my side because I can't see brown and black and all that kind of stuff. But Melanie and Granny dealt with me 10 and 15 years ago when I was here and all my fashion code red, so they were pretty scared themselves. Granny said, "Well, honey, you look real cute. Now, is that your church outfit for tomorrow?" And I thought, well, I don't know quite how to answer that. She's trying to be sweet. I'm trying to be sweet. And I said, no, I wouldn't even dawn on me to wear this to church, but it is my church outfit tomorrow. So anyway, she said, well, never mind, because I'm not going anyway. So Melanie did say she would sit by me. Now, I've been meaning to talk to y'all about Granny for a couple of days now, because we know that this show is based upon weight loss, but it's also my musical journey and everything. And I want to tell y'all a little bit about Granny. I am one of probably, I don't know, 378 people that get to call her Granny. And I don't know how many people get to call her Mom. I'm not old enough to do that yet. But I would introduce you to her today, but she had a hot dog a while ago, and she's got, like, mustard running all the way down her beautiful white shirt. And if I were to turn the camera to her, she would kick me out, and I need to stay for 2 more days. So I'll introduce you to Granny on another day. But anyway, so to the pay it forward aspect of the show and the giving and the loving everyone part of the show, AmyAllenTV, I want to share a story about Granny. A couple of days ago, a friend of hers came by who she considers a son and he considers Granny a mom. He was coming home and he called his wife and he said, "Spent some money today for my birthday." She said, "You did? Well, what's going on?" He goes, "I'll tell you when we get home." Well, he got home and he explained to his wife that he had bought himself a birthday present and he needed to come see Granny. And so he comes over and, you know, gives Granny a hug and all that kind of stuff, and he slips a box behind the door. Now, before I tell you what he did, you have to understand that Granny has been sick for 30-something days. It's been going on for over a month. We're looking at acute bronchitis. And, you know, she's just down, and it's just taking her a minute to get over this. And in the process, Granny's normally in Gulf Shores. She's normally at Miss Mary Bobo's in that other part of Tennessee. You know, she's going somewhere all the time. And she's been in the house basically for over a month, and with no connection to the outside world except for doctor visits. And we all know those are so tiring when we're in this condition. So basically she's been nowhere. Well, for his birthday, he bought Granny a laptop for his birthday. And, I mean, I was taken aback at that. I thought, wow, when is the last time I've witnessed anything like that? Now, like I said, I'm one of hundreds of people that get to call her Granny. I just have gotten to occupy one of her bedrooms for about a week. So I'm very grateful for her and her knowledge, and she has shared so much with me. You know, she just helps everybody. Her phone rings constantly for advice and everything. And when I got here, I said, "Granny," we're all the time exchanging books, and I said, "Granny, I've got a book for you," and I handed her the vow. And I thought it would be a perfect time to talk about the vow and to talk about some things. Now, Granny is one of those people in the vow. She has followed a Christian life her whole entire life. God has always been number one, but more importantly, God has been number one in her life. But you can watch the family tree and how important God has been in her children's lives, her children's children's lives, and just on down the line. She has built an incredible family tree. And the last couple of pages of this book really, they describe Granny to a T. The last page says, I want to be someone listen to me, I want to be someone that people are still writing about 1,000 years from now. Well, people are still going to be writing about Granny years from now. She's had her share of trauma and her share, just like in this book, she lost a child at a young age of cancer with 3 small babies that now call her Granny, but she really raised. She has done everything, you name it, and she's still here to walk around and still give advice. So I said all of that about the vow, and I'm going to make a transition about some things that I want to talk about and that Granny has helped me through, and so has Melanie. And I'm not leaving here until y'all meet them. They're both shaking their heads right now, but I can get it done. Even in secret, I can get it done. Even if I have to bring the camera in the night, I'll take care of it. But anyway, y'all have been so sweet, and I think I scared a lot of people the other day when I was saying I'm not going to bring up any dirty laundry. Any question that I have been asked about my past or my divorce has just been as sweet. Once again, please inspire us to understand how you have overcome and how your life is now different and things of that nature. I want to tell you that I don't believe in divorce, but I believe that divorce happens to good people all the time. Granny said something to me yesterday. She said, Amy, kids can suffer from coming from a broken home, and kids can suffer from living in a broken home. We all have choices. And I'll tell you what my counselor told me. He said, God does put people together. And God does honor marriage. But sometimes we think we're honoring God when we get married. Now, that's what my counselor told me, and what he meant was humans stepping into God's plan. That's what happened. We stepped into God's plan, and it was time. Once again, I have a tendency to kind of get nervous about these things. I pray for my ex-husband daily. I pray for his walk. I pray for my children and their life. I pray for my future. I pray for his future. I don't look back, and I don't have any regrets. Just sometimes we've got to make decisions, and we've got to do what we have to do that's best for us in our lives, and that's all I really know how to go with this. It was a horrible period of time for me. That was when the health problems started. That's when everything stress just caved in, and I made a choice that I needed to change my life, and I needed to change it for the better. I want nothing but happiness on all sides. I want nothing more than everybody to be happy and to find their path and find their happiness. I have found my path, and for women that are out there that are suffering from a divorce, and they're suffering from which way to go, and what about the children, and what about this, I've just got to tell y'all that you're just going to have to pray your way through it like I did. No one knows what you're going through. No one. It's all, you can talk to 100 different women, and every story's different, but every story's the same. Sad is sad is sad. It's how you deal with the sadness that makes us overcome. I know good people that every day that go through a divorce, and some it's out of their control, some they're perfectly in control. But you've just got to raise your children. I raised my children even after me going through a divorce. I raised them that when you marry, it is a union between you, the two of you, and God, and I still believe that. I'm not some empowering woman on a trip. No, I want everyone's marriage to work, but I want it not to work at all cost. That's when the problems start, is when you make something work at all cost and it's not working. So, with that being said, thank you for the questions. Thank you for everything. And thank you for the continued support. I've been asked 100 million times since I've been in Nashville. 100 million times. Amy, I wish I had your willpower. Amy, how do you